Morning guys, welcome to Bucharest, Romania. So today we're not actually staying in Bucharest, we're going to go on a tour of Dracula's castle and Pele's castle. We're at the pickup point. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about Romania. I've obviously never been here before, like most of the countries I've been to this trip. I'll tell you what I do know about it. Despite what I originally believed, it wasn't part of the Soviet Union, but it was part of the Eastern Bloc, and was behind the Iron Curtain for between 1949 and 1989. So between that time, not a lot was known about it. I'm not sure what to make of it yet. I can't work out if these buildings, I don't know if you can see, are rustic or derelict. It's very characterful. I'm at the pickup point for me place anyway. This is this spot here. The only other thing I did know about Romania is that they have an area called Transylvania, which is where Dracula was originally from. I thought he was a fictional character, but apparently he's got a castle. That's what we're going to see. So yeah. Yeah, not much else to really tell you. I've got a croissant for breakfast, and looking at the guide on the website I booked my ticket from, I've also bought extra croissants in case that's my tea or dinner. So that's something to look forward to. This tour cost me £7.20. So it's either going to be great value for money or terrible. I have no idea what to expect, what's going to happen. I don't even know if I'm allowed to film, but we'll see. But for now, I've got at least 40-minute wait, as usual. I think I'm in the right spot. It's said to be in front of a building, which none of these buildings are listed. This one's got like pretty pictures outside of it. It's got a statue of some dude and some Romanian flags. So I assume it's the right place. But yeah, when my thing gets here, it should take an hour. Looking at the map, I reckon it will take more than an hour, but when I got picked up from the train station and the guy drove here, judging by his let's say technique at driving, this could be a quite adventurous ride. I must have got the world's most angriest taxi driver who beeped his horn at anyone that didn't drive in a way that he didn't like. He took some very ambitious lines and gaps at a speed that I can't really comprehend. I personally don't have a driving licence, but if I did, I would not want to be driving around here, I'll tell you that. This roundabout seems very complicated and dangerous. One thing to note, if you glance up, you see these wires here, you'd think, oh, they must have a metro running through it. No, these are for the buses. So that bus doesn't have it, but some of the buses have like antennas on them, and they're fully electric, but they get guided by these ropes. So like, I don't understand how it works. Does the rope steer the bus? Does the driver steer the bus? What happens if he takes a detour? Does he like rip the cables? I have no idea. But anyway, we'll see how we get along. I don't know how much battery this camera's going to hold. I'm having a problem with the Wi-Fi at the at the Airbnb, which I'll show you about later. So I don't know when this video is going to come out, but hopefully I'll find a solution for that soon. By then you'll have about 3 or 4 coming up. But yeah, welcome to Romania. Alright, so we're on our way to somewhere called Pele's Castle. I've just found out that I don't have a ticket to get in there, and that's 20 quid, so that's not happening. Got to follow the lady with the blue flag. Speaks very good English. It's beautiful around there though, look at this. Oh, I move them in the road. Just thought I'd show you some of the scenery here. Huge. Obviously we've got ATMs here so you can draw money out to spend on vendors selling fruit and flowers. But this place is absolutely massive. When I get a clearing, I'll try and get a view of the mountains in the distance. So this is the courtyard of the Pele's Castle. Got statues. Brilliant. I hope you can see all the artwork on the side. Unfortunately, this is as far as I can go into it because, as I said, I've not bought a ticket, which is probably why my tour cost me £7. But that's fine. I don't need to see everything. The art of exploring is self-discovery and all that nonsense. So yeah, go back through this archway, past the vending machines. 40, oh no. Everything's very cheap here, if you know what you're doing. But I'll just come round here, show you more of the things. We've got a waterfall which is broke. A waterfall fountain. This is the front of it. Look at that. Oh. Blimey. I believe this is a castle for was part of for the Romanian royal family. They did say, but I wasn't fully understood what part it was. I'm going to give you some full facts once I find a nice quiet place to sit. But I just thought we'd have a look at it. Look. Got the alabaster lions. Made popular by rich people from Birmingham. But, yeah. Honestly, the castle is one thing, the views down here are absolutely unreal. Lots of people taking pictures, which I can't criticise because that's what I'm doing. See what else they've got. If you haven't guessed by now, it's a very popular tourist attraction. Lots of guides holding flags in the air so you don't get lost. Our guide has told me she'll message me on WhatsApp to tell me where to meet the thing, although I don't have any signal, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, we can't go inside. We can look at some of the gardens. Fetching, isn't it? So look. There we go, now we've got a proper look at the view. I don't know how good this camera is at showing depth, but yeah. There you go. Wasp just attacked me. Alright, so after a quick double check of the fact, this is a monument to the first king of Romania. Now, to ward off threats from the Soviet Union and their attempts to take over most of this part of Europe, they decided to bring in a German man whose name is very long and I have no chance of pronouncing. And that was him. Now, he was, by all accounts, very good for the people. They all loved him. He was very well worshipped, as you can see by the monuments. And he reigned for a long time. Unfortunately, he was unable to have offspring. He had one daughter, who apparently died at the age of 4 to scarlet fever. So he was succeeded by his nephew, who was called Ferdinand. And he fell in love with a poet, but was told he wasn't able to marry because, like a lot of old school, what they called now, monarchies and stuff like that, a lot of marriages are arranged. And he was arranged to marry Queen Mary from England. Obviously, it was a marriage by arrangement or by love, but she is very well regarded in this area. She was great for political. She was very instrumental in dealing with a lot of Romania's political issues. She was very well respected. It was known that she had many infidelities with Romanian dignitaries, but it was understood because it was known that her husband was really in love with another woman, and it's not frowned upon. It's quite well known. Her kids even used to joke about when they'd have big parties and stuff like that, about which person could be their father, which is funny. But yeah, but apparently when she died, she made a special request to have her heart removed and buried in a castle. I think it's called Castle Peleres. It's in a golden room in a silver box inside of a gold box. It's very unique. I might try and make a request like that for myself. But yeah, it's a brief history of the Romanian royal family for you. It's very interesting. Alright, so I suppose before I go back up the hill, or as I go back up the hill, I should probably tell you some facts about the house. Apparently it's got 170 rooms plus. Over 30 of them are bathrooms. Has 20 secret passages. Now the tour only lets you see 20 rooms, 2 passages, 3 bathrooms. As I said, I think it works out as £21 something. Is the correct thingy. You can buy tickets from here. Fact, if you have a look. Let's see, interval access. Continue. 1. Yeah, I'm not paying that. Who knows? Doesn't make much sense to me, but I've also been advised not to stray too far from the path because people tend to get lost and never found again. And if I just pan the camera around, we are in a forest. So it's pretty understandable that people would get lost around here. There's a nice cafe at the top, and if it's reasonably priced, I might get a coffee. If not, we're just going to sit there and wait. Might be nice going thing, but you know, short term, yeah, nice. Long term, I've got a lot of travelling to go till I get to the end of my journey. So what I save here might benefit me in like China, Thailand, where else I'm going. Plus we've got other places to go today, not just all about Pele's. Yeah, I'll catch you up when I'm at the top of this hill and I've gained my breath back. Right, so what I was saying about Queen Mary of Romania, and I said she had a heart buried in a castle. Turns out this is Castle Pele. Now, I'll be honest, I'm just going to share, in my opinion, I thought when it's a castle, I'm thinking British castle has got to have moat, towers, but these are quite unique. I mean, they're huge, don't get me wrong. I know it's sort of Hansel and Gretel quality to it, you know? I do like it. But yeah, in there is Queen Mary's hearts. I might try and go in. I think they might have to have tickets. Probably not allowed to film. I'll go bowling anyway. See how far I get. But yeah, it's nice one. It's like a fairy tale sort of village, isn't it? It's got like things up here, little houses everywhere. That's where the cafe is. Got this house here. It's very picturesque. We're in a town called Sinia, S-I-N-I-A. I've probably got it wrong. And it's quite popular for ski resorts because you can't see now, I'm surrounded by trees, but they've got like snow-capped mountains and stuff like that. So it's very popular. They started building hotels here. It was a very small village and now they're up to 10,000 people here. So it's either the benefit or the negative of tourism, depending on your opinion. But yeah, it is beautiful. So let's go around bowling and see if we can film in Castle Pele. Probably not, but alright.
Visit to level. Ați vizitat etajul 2?
English?
Visit level 2.
Can I? I think I come in exit. I came in this door, and I'm supposed to go.
Where entrance you? Front here?
Yes.
No, please. Down and here exit. Left entrance.
Okay.
Scan your ticket.
Okay. Can I go to second floor?
After.
After.
Go, please. Scanner your ticket.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. So that felt like a telling off. But at least I'm going the right way now. I feel like a naughty school kid who's not done his homework. I don't know. It's quite fancy, isn't it? Wallpaper reminds me of my nan's house. But this should have been top of the range at the time. Oh, there you go. My nan would love that tea set. Look at that bedroom. A Chinese doll. And it was a bit of a well-travelled, to be fair, the royal family and all that. Was being a kid in that back in the 18th century, that'd be amazing. There we go, so we've got another room. It's got a bed.
See, these would have been like real top of the range all them years ago. Well maintained as well. Oh, this is when they wash their feet in that bowl or something. I don't know. There we go. I want to see this golden room. Right, if I get ready to look at this. So this is the golden room, as you can see. And in that box in the middle is believed to be the heart of Queen Mary of Romania. And this is the golden room. I didn't expect it to be like this. Wow. What is it in? It's golden. So alleged that was her favourite room in the house. And that's where she wanted her heart to be buried. Or preserved, or yeah, interesting. All right, so there you go. We had a brief origin of the Romanian royal family and the story of Queen Mary of Romania, a British lady who captured the hearts of the Romanian people and had her own heart captured in a box in a golden room. There you go, bit of history for you. Alright, so that was the Pele's in the Pilaris castles. I'm sat where the coach is picking us up from, I hope. For the next leg, which is Brasov, which is a city in, and they said Ukraine, Romania. Just thought I'd show you the view I've got. You know the car. All of the mountains. Now, I'm almost saying you can't see, but I said that this was a ski resort, and I mean just about here. No, here in the distance, you can just about see ski lifts. Well, I can't ski. I have no intention of learning to ski. I don't need another way of breaking my own legs. But also, you couldn't pay me to go on a ski lift up there because that string snaps. We're all finished. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this bit, and we'll see you in the next bit, which I don't think is too far. Then after that, I think we're going to Dracula's castle. So yeah, see you in a bit. All right. So welcome to Brasov. More specifically, welcome to Brasov Square. Now, I'll give you some information. In this direction, we have what's called the Black Church. I'm not sure why. Apparently, it's got some very historical value. I should have listened on the coach, really, rather than listening to music, but that would have been helpful to you. But what I do know is that here is what they call the Witching Tower. So this was a prison many years ago in which they kept witches, so people accused of being a witch. And what they would do, I don't know why I'm laughing, they should be imprisoned there. And where this fountain is where they would have a big pot of boiling water, and they would throw them into the boiling water as their punishment for witchcraft. Also, this one might be a struggle to see, but above these buildings is a white building. Now that is a tower defence for wars and defending the city. And what would happen is, apparently underneath the city is secret tunnels. So when the city would be under attack, they would run under the floor, go up into the tower and defend the tower from there. So, which, you know, it's quite interesting. They have quite a lot of food here. They have a market. I'm gonna have a look at the market in a minute. There was a lady dressed as a princess before dancing. I tried to film, but I couldn't get my camera out in time and she's gone. At least I think that's what she was doing. It could be just someone being a bit eccentric, but yeah, it's very interesting, it's very beautiful. Brasov is very pretty, it's very different to Bucharest, which I'll show you more of tomorrow. And there's an interesting reason why Bucharest looks the way it does, especially when you compare it to Brasov, but you'll learn more about that tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to go see if I can get to the toilet using card, because I don't have any lev or loo or whatever it's called. And apparently it's 2 loo. 2 of the loo. So yeah. And then once we've done that, we'll see what we can find in Brasov. And then I'll probably have to slowly make my way to the coach thing, which is quite far away from here for some reason. But yeah, that's Brasov Square. Alright, so just a quick thing for you. I just went to go to the toilet, but I don't have any Romanian money, and they wanted 2 loo to go in. So I couldn't get in, they wouldn't accept euros, wouldn't accept bank card. Which actually worked in my favour, because I ended up going in Starbucks. Now, I was worried because in the UK it's like for paying customers. And I've not spent money in Starbucks since I was trapped for 2 days in Heathrow, which is a story for a different day. But turns out it was free. So I just saved myself 2 loo, which is, it's probably about 30 pence, but yeah, just thought it was interesting for you. So if you're interested in going into the Black Church, it's €5, which is fairly reasonable, but the thing about this travelling stuff, like, you have to really think about, is it something that really interests me? If you're going to travel long term like me, £5 isn't very much, but £5 here, £5 there, they eventually all add up. Like, I'm starting to realise that, like, little things are what add, so you can go, okay, I'll spend big on this. You know, it's a once in a lifetime treat, that's fair. It's something you really want to do. But if you're thinking about it and you're like, do I really want to do it? Then the answer is probably no. Don't waste your money on it. But I'm sure if you were coming here for a weekend or a week's holiday, it'd be definitely worth doing. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm walking down this big street. I'm slowly making my way back to the bus because, like, there's lots of things to do here, but not a lot of things to do here at the same time. Alright guys, so first off I've got to tell you, I'm a little bit irritated. The last castle we went to, I couldn't go in unless I paid, which is fair. But you could walk up to it, you could look around it. This one, you have to pay to go anywhere near it, which I found a joke, to be honest. I mean, I know I wasn't going to go inside. I'm not going to get the guy to guide. Well, that was an impressive price. But just to go up and look at it, no guide, 25 quid. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot. But if it had been, you know, if it had been £15, £10, I would have gone, yeah, do you know what, it's worth it. But no. Out of my own stubbornness, I'm not doing it. So, we're going to view it from here. So that is Dracula's castle, or given its real name, Bran Castle. Now, I'm going to tell you my fun facts about it. The original Dracula, the guy who wrote the story, had never actually been here. He read about it in a book. He seen pictures, and actually Count Dracula is based off a man called Vlad the Impaler, who himself is a very interesting character, because Vlad the Impaler, not only did he not own the castle, he was very rarely sighted here. You know, it's he got the nickname Pele because of his fondness for an unusual execution method. He was also known for not liking peasantry, begging, thieves, and what he did is he invited all the poor people, peasants, thieves, criminals, into a massive banquet, and then set the whole thing on fire, burnt them alive. Hence why he's called Vlad the Impaler. He actually only spent 2 months here as a prisoner, which is interesting. But yeah, that is a story of Dracula's castle. I'm sure it would have looked lovely inside. It looks very picturesque. I'm trying to work out why I can't zoom in at the minute. But, oh well. So, yeah. I think it's pretty cool. They've got this thing at the bottom here where you can bring your kids who can do battle reenactments. Now, obviously I would do it myself, but I'm not a child. And I'd look pretty weird walking into a child's thing without a camera. Obviously, it's a popular tourist destination. That's why this whole street is littered with food. They've got like markets where they're selling key rings, t-shirts, plastic swords. Yeah, but no. So unfortunately, as good as Dracula's castle looks, I'm sure it was interesting. I'm not paying £25 to get in. So yeah. Don't know, it's pretty disappointing. I think this is the last place we're going to visit today as well. So I don't know.
So while I wait here, I thought I'd share with you that what I've actually spent so far, provided I don't buy anything from the gift shop, which I don't think I will. I might have to pay to use the toilet, but it's like £1. So in all, it cost £7.20 for this tour. I paid £11 for £11.16 for a Caesar salad and a drink. I also bought some food at the first bit of castle, the Perez Castle. That cost £16, and in total I spent £38 today, which is not bad at all really for a full day out. So even though Dracula's Castle's been a bit of a disappointment, today's been actually a success. I think tomorrow, I might even spend less tomorrow if I behave. But yeah, I just thought I'd share. So it is worth it. I mean, maybe it would have been worth paying to go in Dracula's Castle. But as I said before, you know, I've got to think long term. There's things that I probably want to see and want to do a lot more than go to the castle, and I've got to make sure my money lasts me. I could be out here for a good few months, to be honest. It's going to be a long way to get to Singapore at least. So, yeah, disappointing is you've got to be sensible. But yeah, £38 for a full day out. It's not bad at all. They also provided water on the coach. Well, I think they provided it. I took some anyway. So, yeah, it's not bad. Perez Castle was definitely a highlight, and learned a few things along the way. So yeah. Alright guys, I just wanted to say I've had a really fun day. £7.20 for a full day trip. I didn't get back till gone 8 o'clock at night, left at 8 this morning. 12 hours for £7, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's a long journey, but I got to see some parts of Romania I didn't think I would. I enjoyed myself. Yeah, I could have paid more to go into the castle, but I made a decision, I'll stick by it. But yeah, if you're interested in that, I think the company was called Attila and Florian. I found them on Get Your Guide app. I'm not sponsored by any of those, although I would welcome any sort of sponsorship at this point. But yeah, I enjoy, you know, it was great value for money. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like this, please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you hate this video, let me know in the comments. But until next time, peace.